And welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 3. I am your host, or one of your hosts, I should say, MC Fixer, and alongside me is the Scotsman himself, Ross Miller.
How we doing, Corey? You all right?
Oh, mate, it's been a crazy one. It's been a crazy week. We are a little bit late, but we're here. We've done it. We've got here in the end.
Life probably got on the way this week. You're getting our Xbox fixes, I think.
Yeah, trust me. It's been crazy. There's been so much come out. I've bought way too many games. Let's start off with what's in your box this week. So what have you been playing, Ross?
Oh, well, Fallout 4. I've been given a lot of time to Fallout 4. I haven't got too involved in the base building because that's going to take over my life when I get started with that. Probably talk about Fallout, so I'll leave that for a bit later. But
we're going to get there, don't you worry.
But I've also been playing Battlefront now.
Oh, okay. What, off EA Access?
Yeah, so Battlefront's given me 10 hours of that, to play it. Yeah. And I've done about 6 or 7.
Okay, what do you think of it so far?
I'm really enjoying it. From the differences between Fallout is I can put it on for half an hour, play a few rounds, just have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
There's actually a good learning curve with it as well, which I didn't expect. I'm feeling as I'm progressing, I'm getting much better at the game.
That's good.
And using some of the heroes, there's nothing better than killing people as Darth Vader or going in some of the vehicles. It is every little boy's dream, isn't it? It's Star Wars fighting. Plays all your heroes. So, yeah, I'm firmly recommending it. It's really good, and I will be picking it up day one.
So, EA Access convinced you to buy it?
100%. That and the beta.
Cool. Good. I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad. This is the reason they do it. And, well, you know what? It's one of those things where I'm not a big Star Wars fan, as many people know. I didn't play the beta, but I will play the 10 hours because you can get achievements, which I'm an achievement whore.
We all are.
Most Xbox players are, or trophies if you're PlayStation. But I really like it. As far as what I've played a tiny bit, not much. I was stupid enough. I bought Call of Duty 3. When I said I wouldn't buy the game. And do you know what happened? I went shopping with my brother-in-law to Sainsbury's, and he was like, "Oh, look, Call of Duty is only £36 if you spend over £30." And I'm like, "Are you going to spend over £30 on shopping?" He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh." So I pick it up, praying he's not going to spend over 30 quid. Comes to £31.40.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay. And Kev Tarney was on me saying, "Oh, we've got nothing to play, Core." So I had to buy that. Haven't played it yet. Been playing. I watched my missus stream over on twitch.tv/MCFixer Tomb Raider, which looks absolutely gorgeous.
I see some of the backgrounds, and
I wasn't really paying attention because I was kind of co-hosting, talking for her while she was playing.
Yeah,
but the game looks amazing.
That game needs a photo mode. It doesn't have
100%. Yeah, really, I saw that on Reddit today, actually.
Yeah, not stolen from Reddit like some publications. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful looking game with great gameplay.
Yeah,
and some of the tombs when you backtrack are amazing.
Yeah, I haven't got to any of those yet. She's only played maybe 2 hours, so just pretty much the tutorial parts. And from what I've seen her play, it looks amazing. I'm happy she bought it. So
yeah,
but the big one that's been taking all of my time, I think I'm 22 hours in last time I checked.
Well, you're a lot further than me then.
Yeah, 22 hours in, Fallout 4, the game that, oh god, the game is so good.
Are you a Fallout noob, or have you been?
Yeah, no, I'm a total noob. All I did with Fallout 3 was see when it starts, you're as a baby, and then you come out of the vault.
Yeah,
that's literally it. I got to that point, went to Nuketown, thought, "Oh, what am I meant to do?" Didn't understand what I was meant to do. Was like, "No, thank you."
Yeah, good enough.
But this is ridiculously good. What do you think of it so far?
Yeah, well, I've just been wondering about. Is it,
oh, really?
Yeah, because that world's great, isn't it? And you wonder about, you find a building, you go, oh, I wonder what's in here. You clear the building, you get your stuff, maybe fast travel back to a little bit back.
Drop off your bits.
Home, drop off your bits, yeah. And you know, and I'm just like, this is great. I just like wondering about the game. I don't really want to, or bothered about progressing in the story yet. I think it's probably like The Witcher, going to take me like 6 months, 7 months to actually
100%.
get through it. I don't mind that. It seems like the type of thing that I'm not rushing to play through it, and I don't know anyone that really is. And I just want to invest my time in it where I can, I've got an hour to spare, I'll pick up Fallout. Yeah. And with Win 10 streaming, I'm getting even more time to do it as well. Some games like FIFA or your first-person shooters and things, I feel as if I notice a slight input lag. Maybe it's my laptop, maybe it's my connection, but I just feel as if I can't really play it to my full ability. Fallout's different. I can sit in my laptop, Win 10 stream it to it, and I feel it's absolutely perfect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that game has taken over my life. I didn't think it would. I picked it up digitally. I looked at my missus at 12 o'clock that night, the day it come out, and I was like, should I get this? And she's like, well, you might as well. So I looked at her and went, do you want to go game then? She was like, no, I don't want to leave the house. I was like, should we get it digitally then? And she was like, yeah, of course, because why would I leave the house? So we got it digitally, and I just thought, all right, here we go, sort of thing. I'm on the headset to my brother-in-law because he's a huge Fallout fan. 1, 2, and 3, he's played them all. So I thought, all right, let me have him on. He's going to teach me. So I'm doing things. I'm just going along with the flow. And then you just get lost. You get lost in that world, and it's so amazing. It's not graphically beautiful like Tomb Raider.
Well, I don't know. Some of the sunrises and sunsets are. It's not Tomb Raider, but there's some good graphical moments in the game.
Yeah, I do. It's still nice. It's still pretty, but it's not. It's not. This isn't the game you show your friends to try sell them a console.
Yeah.
If they're not into gameplay, then Fallout is not for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah, I streamed a little bit on my channel, and people seem to be digging it. They seem to like it. Like I said, I'm a total noob at it, but I think that's kind of the point and kind of fun.
Yeah.
Just like you say, just going into buildings, clearing them, not really knowing what to do. So if you've done any of the story missions, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Think so. I've got I'm now a general.
Oh, okay, cool.
So if that explains it. And
it's a weird game because it's like you say something, but it's like I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he's like 2 days in already,
right? And
in time, and he's like, "Oh, so have you done this?" And I'm like, "No." And then I'm like, "Oh, have you done this?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "But you're well." He's like, "Yeah, but I've been grinding. I'm I think he's level 40 something, and I'm level 20 something." But he's just grinding, clearing out missions for certain different people and stuff like that. And I just think the game's just crazy. You play it how you want.
Yeah, and that's a big ask, isn't it, of the modern day gamer, is can you invest all this time in my game?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
People are loving it so far, though. I have been reading some negativity about it. Yeah, people are saying about the bugs, saying it's unacceptable in a game of this age. They're saying that the engine is outdated, which they have a point.
Yeah.
The engine has been around for a while. And I don't know, I feel as if there was a lot of hype about Fallout 4 that there wasn't for Fallout 3.
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel as if a lot of people have maybe jumped on the bandwagon, us included, as being...
Oh, 100%. I'm a noob, so I jumped on. Everyone was saying how great Fallout 3 was, and Vegas.
Yeah, New
Vegas, sorry. Everyone said how great those games were. So I was like, to be honest, I bought this game because I wanted Fallout 3 digitally on my backwards compatibility, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
I wanted that as well, so it's kind of weird that I was like, yeah, I bought this for that. But yeah, I did jump on the bandwagon. I totally agree with you. But I think I've come out positively, and other people, I have seen a couple of negative people, like Brian O'Tunnel from IGN. He was like, this game's buggy as hell. It's just like, in a game of 2015, it should not be this buggy. And
he had a fair comment, though.
He does have a point. He does.
Yeah. He said if you walked into a pizza shop and the pizza shop was something wrong with the pizza, would you go back? Yeah. would you keep on going back to that pizza shop if you had a bad experience? He's like, I wouldn't. So why is it acceptable? And yeah, I fully get his reasoning. I haven't really encountered anything yet.
Sorry, I missed all that. You cut out on me.
Oh, I haven't really encountered anything yet.
No, I haven't. Don't get me wrong. I've killed things and it's jumped up in the sky and people walking through people and stuff like that. But it's nothing that it doesn't really break the game for me, if I'm honest.
Yeah. It's not broke the game for me at all.
No, exactly.
If I had a game breaker, it would be, that puts you right off. But I've not experienced that yet, and long may the months continue of wandering the wasteland.
Exactly. So we're going to talk anyway. I mentioned Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure you got Call of Duty, didn't you?
No, actually never. I'm planning to, but I haven't as of yet. Yeah.
Well, it got a 9.2 on IGN.
High.
Very high. I have the game, but I haven't had a chance to play it. So maybe next episode I'll be able to give you some thoughts on it, guys that are listening. But Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is the biggest entertainment launch of 2015. Activision Blizzard announced Call of Duty 3 Black Ops 3 pulled in 550 million. Let me repeat that. 550 million in 3 days of sales, making it the biggest entertainment launch in 2015.
Wow.
I thought the game was plateauing. I thought everyone was jumping off this game. Have I missed something?
Yeah, it's Treyarch, isn't it? It's a Treyarch effect.
But everybody hated Treyarch at the start.
Very true. But I don't know. Treyarch, again, talking about hype. You see a Treyarch logo and you think, oh, this is going to be a good game. Yeah. The reputation's there, and I think maybe people invested in it.
Yeah, I do honestly think Zombies is a big selling point. It was for me.
Yeah.
So I do think and it's weird. That's just one game mode.
It's a big game mode, though, isn't it? And it's a sort of signature.
Yeah.
And the three, the main game is weird as it is from what I hear. The sort of story mode and the multiplayer is going to be very similar to what it always is.
Yeah.
But the Zombies mode is their trademark, and that's what they sign off with. And from what I hear, it's fantastic.
Yeah, well, it's getting good reviews everywhere. The IGN one's the only one I pulled up because that's the one I've read thoroughly. But other games that got great reviews, we spoke about them already, but Tomb Raider got a 9.3 on IGN and a 9 on GameSpot. Again, we're just rehashing stuff we've already said, but beautiful game. Gameplay's brilliant. It's more of Lara. I'm hearing good things about the story. I'm not too deep into it, so I don't know. But yeah, and then Fallout 9.5 on IGN and a 9 on GameSpot. Is 9.5? What would you, from what you've played so far, Ross? What could you give it? Maybe not a score, but I don't know. What can you say about this on a score level, if you can?
I
know you're only just started. That's the problem.
That's the issue. Do you review? If I was to review this and what I've played so far, I'd give it a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. But I can't see that going down. I can only see it going up.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you. I'd give it probably a 9 so far, but like I said, I've just scratched the surface really. So, I think it's gonna
nothing to judge against.
No, exactly. To be honest, on the show, I think you guys are going to get weekly updates of this game from me and Ross.
Yeah.
I feel like this is something we're going to be playing on What's in My Box every week when we talk about it. So
very true. unless we fall out, Corey.
Well, wow, that's crazy.
That's why I get paid the big buck.
That's why I brought you in, Ross. That's why I brought you in.
See, what from last week's pod, the check bounced, Corey. We'll talk about that after the show. Right?
Yeah, of course. Don't worry. You know I've got you. You know I'm good for it. I'm good for it.
As you know, I am a man that talks with my hands quite a lot.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, and people always know about it. People always talk about it. The fact that I'm always talking on webcam or all these videos with my hands.
Obviously.
But one thing that isn't going to be annoying anymore is when I'm talking to my television or mainly shouting at Glasgow Rangers not doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that now and again my Kinect would pick up all my hand gestures.
Yeah.
And from what I found out this week, Kinect gestures are not on the new Xbox One experience. Oh. Mike Ybarra from Microsoft explained that they've been dropped. And to quote him exactly, he said, "With gestures, the reality was the usage was very, very low. So for now, we've cut that from the new Xbox One experience. So when we launch on the 12th, which we're past now, it's not going to be on the product. So are you disappointed you can no longer wave at your television?
No, not at all. To be honest with you, it didn't. For me, it never worked anyway. The only time I could get it to work was on the 360s Kinects.
Yeah,
I seem to be able to use that one fine, but on the Xbox One, I could never seem to get it to work for some reason. Again, we've got a news story here about the new Xbox dashboard that's coming out. It's out already, so it rolls out now. So everybody who's listening to this has already got the new dashboard. We'll talk about the Kinect first, then we'll talk about the dashboard of what we think. The Kinect functionalities are all gone pretty much. Do I care? No. What about you?
And I still use my Kinect for voice commands, volume up.
Yeah.
You know, Xbox, Bing, whatever if need be.
Yeah.
But there is one thing about the Kinect that I've noticed is missing, and it hasn't been touched on too much. Is beforehand when you had your control, the IR blaster picked up that there was you that was using it.
Oh, yeah.
It no longer does, so it no longer knows who's using what controller. You have to. That's why it's asking.
Interesting.
That's why it's asking you to sign in if you get more than one profile.
And okay, that's interesting. I didn't think of that. That is a very good point. Again, not really a big deal to myself.
No,
it was cool, but whatever.
Well, the reason being was I've got a 5-year-old in the house. He's got his Plants vs Zombies and everything else that he plays. When he picked up a controller, it signed into his profile that was locked, so he could play the games that he wanted to.
Got ya.
No, it doesn't. So it has had an effect on me. Now the idea is, I should still be watching my 5-year-old watching he's playing. So onus on me to make sure. But as a parent, it's a small thing. Keep an eye on what your kids are playing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's the new dashboard is beautiful. I think we spoke about it on episode 1 actually.
Yeah.
But because we're both part of the preview beta, but everybody else has got it now. It's funny because my friend who's only just got an Xbox One had the original dashboard, and he's like, "Oh, it's so confusing." He got this one. He was like, "Oh, everything's so easy now." And I'm like, "There you go. You happy?"
I'm some issues in the UK with television, drop rates and things like that. I haven't experienced it myself, but I'll keep an eye on that and let people know if they have maybe messed up, especially people with Sky.
Yeah.
Supposedly there's a little bit of issues there, but we'll find out as weeks go on if there's anything.
Speaking of Sky, I haven't got this in my show notes, but did you see there's an app coming?
For Sky, yes, I did.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
I'm damn excited. I'm going to steal my mum's Sky ID and I'm taking her movies.
You do realise you just told that everyone on a podcast. But
guys, don't tell my mum that I'm stealing her Sky ID, all right? Shh.
As he stands up in court, so Mr. Corey. Is that your full name?
On episode 3 of my Xbox and me. Yeah, but but I'm excited about that as well. But yeah, the new dashboard's beautiful. I'm happy with it.
Basically, losing the Kinect isn't going to bother you too much, is it?
Nope, not at all.
And for anyone that's listening to this through their Xbox, Bing, my Xbox and me.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like to hear. That's fighting talk, Ross. That is fighting talk. And speaking of fighting talk, we got a new UFC. UFC 2 is now confirmed, which I knew you tweeted me about, actually. But EA Sports is targeting a release on the PS4 and the Xbox One in spring 2016. Yeah. Speaking of UFC, and this is a little bit of a side note, Ronda Rousey is the cover star of UFC 2.
They don't do too well with the cover stars, do they?
Wow, that is such bad luck. For all the UFC people, all UFC fans, you understand what we're talking about. For those who are not UFC fans, Ronda Rousey, you should probably know because it's a big deal. Ronda Rousey lost her first fight. Who was it against? I'm not.
Holly Holm.
And she's a boxer, correct? That's her
world champion boxer. Boxer as well. But if there was going to be a matchup, then to beat her, then it's going to be that.
Yeah.
Immediately yesterday, logged on to UFC, the first game, which is free in EA access now.
Yeah.
Free if you can count it. Thought I'm going to go in, going to get some fights under my belt. Could I find anyone online? Nope.
No, that's a shame. It's a shame. But with this new one coming out, I know people are going to be excited. Who would you have as the cover star, the male cover star behind Ronda Rousey?
Well, I would put it down, representing Team Scotland. It would be myself. After
of course.
I beat you at the game several times before.
That is true.
I would put myself on it. I'm not too sure. I think they've already signed Rousey, so it's going to be Rousey. Probably the other big draw in the UFC right now is Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
but it all depends if he beats Aldo next month.
Yeah, it's funny. Excuse me, sorry. It's funny because they confirmed yesterday that Ronda Rousey will still be the cover star even though she lost, which is just like, that's hilarious. I do feel really bad for her though. I didn't think she was gonna lose, but what does that teach you? To stay humble.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't care what you're doing in life, and this is playing Xbox, doing podcasts, whatever it is, stay humble because karma is a bitch.
Well, there's one thing I'm going to ask the developers of UFC 2.
What's that?
Find out what the guys from THQ were doing that developed the career mode for Undisputed 3.
Oh, yeah.
Just get them on board to develop your career mode because that was weak, the last effort.
Definitely. I do agree with you.
And if they can get... The mechanic for me was fine. They're talking about adding more moves, but I thought the actual gameplay itself was all right.
Yeah.
It just wasn't meaty enough, so I hope they add in a lot more. I'm wanting online promotions that you can take your character and go online and fight against other people and work your way up to an online belt. Instead of just being basically
it's the same. FIFA. Yeah, I was about to say it's exactly the same as FIFA now, and I don't really like that.
No, either that. It's points. Like, when do people get points for winning a fight in the UFC?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, and they've got the game, they've got the feedback, and to be fair, talking about Reddit again, they're on their subreddit and on their forums, listening to fans and replying to them on a daily basis.
Oh, cool.
So if you want this UFC game to be good, go and tell the devs, tweet them, go on the site, go on Reddit, do whatever you're going to do, because I want a good UFC game. I want this game to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that it is come spring 2016.
Yeah, exactly.
It's UFC's hitting a milestone, isn't it? So sort of spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might see that run about the launch.
But do you know what I really want from them? What? And we were talking about on Twitter, a new fight night.
Oh.
Please give me a new fight night. After Champion was so good. Well, that story mode of Champion is so good.
Before UFC came out, they said that the plan was work on a UFC game, work on a fight night. Yeah. Work on a UFC game, work on a
fight night.
They've already went back on the word.
I'm not going to get fight night, am I, Ross?
But I hate to say it, but boxing has been the way down for a while, and UFC's been on its way up, so...
But you can, Joe. What the only thing I give to boxing in a game, not in the actual sport, I mean in a game, is the story. Like for those, I know I'm not actually joking. Fight Night Champion story is so good. You have it. It's got dramatic. It's up and down. It's a beautiful game. It's something that I would like more. Like I've said it before to you on outerlives.net about FIFA career mode. And I like sports games with career modes. That's why I bought NBA 2K16. That's what I want in UFC. That's what I want in Fight Night. That's what I want in FIFA. So, EA, if you're listening, which obviously you are, get to it. Thank you.
Actually, I noticed that EA tweeted, just when we're sticking in EA, Access this week, they tweeted out that they are investigating the possibility of bringing EA games to the backward compatibility
nice
on Xbox One. And actually, while we're on about backwards compatibility, it's live, Corey.
I know. I'm so excited.
I have already played right through Gears 3.
Wait, I haven't got Gears 3.
A few people are saying this. It was Games Week Gold, I'm sure, wasn't it?
No. I bought Gears of War Ultimate Edition, though.
Oh, that's going to come on December 1st. They're going
to okay. So, thank you. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Have you got your Fallout 3 code either? Going back to
that. I already own Fallout 3 digitally.
Oh, because I haven't got my code yet. which I'm supposed to get.
Well, we'll chase that up.
Yeah, we will chase that up. Xbox, you better be listening. But onto the backwards compatibility, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, the first 104 backwards compatible games are now live.
Yes.
Okay? And I've got some example.
Cool.
So you've got the Sega Vintage Collection including Streets of Rage.
And why? Okay, I've written this out. So everything Ross is about to read is games that I cared about. So I'm a little bit biased. But Streets of Rage is in my top 5 games of all time.
Right, fair enough. It's a great game.
It's do you know what it was, and I think it's more nostalgia. The Sega Mega Drive was the first console I ever got when I was a baby, and me and my dad used to play Streets of Rage constantly. And as soon as I saw it's the backwards compatibility, I actually texted my dad and was like, it's on backwards compatibility, we can still play it. So that's why that's on there. But yeah, I love Streets of Rage, and the rest of these games on there I really love.
Well, there is some great games. So the entire Gears of War collection from the original through to Judgment.
Yep.
Fable 3, Just Cause 2, my personal favourite, South Park The Stick of Truth.
And Joe, what? I was going to tweet you about this because we spoke about this last episode.
That was my choice.
I didn't think it was going to come through. I'll be honest with you. I thought there was going to be a HD collection or something.
Yeah, well, I'm quite happy that the fact that it's on there. I think they might get some buys out of this. Wait until we see this, just to break the law essentially. But we're recording this on Monday night. The deals usually got announced later on. I wouldn't be surprised if you see that on a deal tomorrow.
That I would love if that was on sale because I would 100% buy it.
Yeah,
100% without a doubt.
Now, there's also another game there, Fallout 3, of course. When you buy Fallout 4, you're getting a code for Fallout 3. But just to make you aware that it does have an expiration date, okay?
Yep.
So you've got to get your skates on to claim it. Corey, looking at you.
Yeah, 100%, because you know how lazy I am.
I think it's February.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Xbox One Fallout 3 promotion expires. February. It's February.
Fantastic. And I just can't believe you never put Assassin's Creed 2 down in the list when you're putting these here. But
because I don't like Assassin's Creed. Do you know what? There's some really good games on there that I've left off, to be fair. But we're going to do it again because they've announced that in December they're going to announce more games.
Yeah.
I want 3 off you. 3 games that you would like to see in the backwards compatibility.
Right. So from what I understand is they're going to go first party, aren't they?
Is that what they've said?
They said, they're aiming to get a lot of the first party games off. So I'm wanting Halo Reach.
Yep.
Halo Wars.
That's a given because you're going to get that with Halo Wars 2.
And maybe think a little bit outside the box.
I'm trying to think first party. What did Microsoft publish?
I would love if they would. This isn't first party, but I would love if they'd done Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be because that's the one that never came over, correct?
Exactly correct.
Okay. So what would I want? Look, I know this game got trashed, and it really got trashed. It's not first party, but I'd really want the Walking Dead. What's that Walking Dead crappy game? Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Everybody hates that game, and I never got to play it. For the people that are listening to this on iTunes or SoundCloud, thank you, by the way. You need to watch the video to see Ross's face for that. Is it really that bad?
I forgot it existed. It's Aliens Colonial Marine bad.
No. I take it back then. I take it back. Just give me all the Lego games, which I know a few of them are on there, but not all of them. So I'd be happy with all the Lego games coming back.
The ones that haven't, yeah.
I think there's a couple of Star Wars ones that have not come over. Indiana Jones, I don't think it's come over.
Harry Potter.
So the Harry Potter ones just for my missus. That way I haven't got to pull the 360 out for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a euphemism at all.
No, not at
all. Anything else? News-wise?
No, I don't think there's anything else I'd want on there, to be honest with you. But we're going to talk about EA Access a little bit. Right. Check your messages, guys. Everybody listening, if you're on your Xbox right now, go and check your messages because random Xbox Live members are getting free EA Access codes. Did you get a free one at all?
Sorry, I was just away checking.
Get back here.
I haven't, no, but I'm a subscriber, so maybe they don't send it to me because I already pay for it.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. That's probably why I ain't got one as well, because I paid for my year as well.
Yep.
It's £20 for the year, people. If you haven't got it already, you need to get it, to be honest with you. But yeah, random people have been getting codes just in time for Battlefront. So I feel like what they've done with you by convincing you to get this game, I think they're going to do with a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think they're proud of Battlefront, and I think they want people to try it and play it so that they can get on board with it. And I don't blame them, because if you make a good product, the best way to get people on board is let them play it.
Exactly. Or let them hear it, like this podcast.
I hope your check from EA Access doesn't bounce like yours.
Yeah, no, but I think this is pretty cool if they are giving out free codes, even if they're not announcing it and they're just like, oh, here you go, here's a free code. And yeah, so...
people would jump on that, and maybe they're not. Oh, that Battlefront, I don't fancy that. Wait a minute,
yeah.
Is that Peggle? But that way, it's like there is something. The list now is big enough with Dragon's Age Inquisition, Battlefront. If you want to go hardline, there's Need for Speed on there. There's a lot of stuff like full games, and then you've got trials. If we've been a subscriber for a while. If you were a new subscriber, you still have the 10-hour trial of FIFA. You still have the 10-hour trial of Madden. You still have Battlefront, Need for Speed. For your 20 quid, you're getting yourself a hell of a lot of gaming.
Yeah.
And for them to give people, there's a month's trial of it. You're not going to get through all that.
No,
and
exactly.
you're going to be left unsatisfied. So kudos to the marketing team at Microsoft and EA.
Yeah.
You have done people proud. I would give every new Xbox owner, here's a month free EA access. Boom. That's
deal.
Yeah,
exactly. It's funny because I still have people tweeting at me or on my YouTube channel or whatever it is saying, what is EA access? And I'm like, is the marketing not good for this or something? Because people don't seem to understand it, and people still think it's on PS4.
Yeah, I think being inside our sort of
bubble
in the sense that we have to look up news for recording these podcasts and keep on top of things. We know this stuff and we feel as if everyone else should, but Joe Boggs off the street that's maybe just getting into his Xbox and hasn't really looked at the one because he's still with a 360, he's not going to know about all this. And it's up to retailers like Game and the marketing to make sure that this is pushed. Because for me, Access is a platform seller. The fact it's on Xbox One and not on PS4, it's a platform seller. For me, if I was buying two consoles, the backwards compatibility, the Windows 10 streaming, and EA Access are my reasons for picking up an Xbox.
100%. I couldn't agree more. And especially now with this new dashboard, I really feel like this is Phil Spencer's, head of Xbox, Phil Spencer. This is his Xbox.
It's starting to feel more like his Xbox to me. I feel, it's not his initial machine.
No.
CPU and everything else, but they're definitely pushing it. But it's because it's behind, Corey, let's face it. Would we be getting all this if this was the clear front runner?
I don't think so. I think you're right. I do. As much as I love Microsoft and I love my Xbox, but I do agree with you. The person in second place has to try harder.
Oh, 100%. And it's a good time to be an Xbox owner. It's an Xbox podcast, so I assume everyone listening has got an Xbox or is about to pick one up.
Yeah.
And if you haven't picked one up, I would say that now is the time because it's in the brink of something great, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think especially with I know we're English and we've got a few American listeners, but with the Black Friday stuff that we all know is going to happen, because I picked mine up last year for my missus, but the Black Friday deals are going to come out. So you're looking at probably about £300. You're going to get, I would have thought you're going to get either Gears of War or Halo in one of those bundles. And for that price, I don't think you can go wrong.
No.
Especially, okay, what has PlayStation got this holiday?
Uncharted Collection.
Uncharted Collection, that's it. And that's not, I'm not trying to take shots at Sony. I have both consoles. It's just the pure fact that Tomb Raider, Gears, Halo, even I'm not into Halo, but do you know what I mean? Those are the games you're buying this system for, and I feel like we're finally in a good place.
Maybe as well, if I was up in Microsoft, I'd be thinking PlayStation 4 is 2 years old. Maybe a lot of people were early adopters with PS4 and are doing what we've done and maybe looking at that second console. Should I take the plunge? Having this game's lineup isn't only looking for the people to upgrade or buy first time. This is actually now at the stage where today's age buy more than one console.
100%.
So maybe this is the time, this is a Black Friday that people are going to actually buy their second console that are PS4 owners. And you might see what the sales increase with regards to Microsoft. They already are increasing.
Yeah, no.
But you know, it's one of those things that it'll be really interesting in the coming weeks and months to see, you know, has it worked? Has all this enticement to get people to jump on board work? Was it they call it the greatest games lineup
in all history, yeah, or whatever the spiel is, which I don't agree with, but whatever. That's Microsoft for you.
Yeah, Sega Mega Drive 1998. Yes, exactly.
But no. But yeah, no, I think it's a good time to be an Xbox owner. Let's give you your fixed for the week. We've got, by the time you're hearing this, it's probably out of date actually because we were late. But if it's not, you're getting EA Sports UFC at 67% off, which is, like we say, buy EA Access, don't buy this. That's what I say to that. Killer Instincts, Thunder, so he's only 80p, which is lovely. Lords of the Fallen, not a game that I've played, but whatever. Yeah, it's at 67% off. Never Alone, 60% off. Have you played that?
I have actually played that. I quite liked it.
Here we go.
I was looking at this because it's got the DLC included, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well, you've got a collection. Yeah, the collection's... It's weird. You've got the collection at 60% off and the normal at 60% off.
Yeah, that's pointless.
Why wouldn't you just get the collection? And then you've got the Never Alone Foxtails at 33% off. Okay, whatever. But is this game good? It's worth picking up, do you think, for a sale?
If I remember, it was a bit slightly buggy for me, but yeah, and I did enjoy playing through it. It was my wife that wanted to play it.
Oh, okay.
It's got a dog. It's got a nice setting. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
And last but not least, you got Scream Ride at 40% off. I actually got to play Scream Ride at EGX 2014, and I actually really liked the game. I stood and talked to the developers. It was actually before I was trying to get into the industry, which was weird enough. I played that. I enjoyed it. It reminds me of Burnout Paradise, but for rides. You got little construction things. I've not had a full retail experience, but what I played, I enjoyed. What about you?
I have.
No, Ross is making faces. This game isn't very good, guys. I'm sorry.
It's for me, the depth wasn't there, and it felt like a over tech demo. Expect it in Games with Gold next year.
You've heard it here first. Ross Miller, my Xbox, and me expect it in Games with Gold. And you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah. You know, and I think if it was free and given away, if they suddenly pushed an add-on pack or something that they've worked on, new rides, new areas or whatever, push the main game, you might get some people that love it and buy the add-ons, because I don't know for how much sales are still going to keep on getting. You know, sorry, let me say that it's not a bad game. The physics, the destruction, everything is good. It just didn't have enough depth to keep me going. That's all.
Fair enough. Your Games with Gold game, which is free. I'm messing up my words today. Night Squad.
Yeah.
Do we know anything about this? Because I don't have a clue.
Think Bomberman with knights.
Oh, okay.
And it's got 16-player online, which I was surprised about.
16-player?
I think so. Don't
nice.
quote me on that.
No.
I read that earlier. But yeah, I've downloaded it. I've not yet played it. Actually, just one thing that's missing from that list, you also get Dungeon Siege free.
Oh, okay.
It's 360 game. And it's backwards compatible.
Oh, I forgot to put the 360 games like a nutter. Because, yes, of course. My bad. That is my bad.
So it was Dirt 3 earlier in the month, and now it's Dungeon Siege free, yeah.
That's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, let's get us out of here. Ross,
us out of here.
Let's talk about what we've been playing, what we're going to be playing for the week.
Right, so I'm going to be hitting the Wasteland.
Yep, me too. I can definitely see you there.
I'm going to be trying to find out who Luke Skywalker's father is.
Yep, I hear you, definitely. And I think I know him.
You think you know him? Okay.
So. Jar Jar Binks, correct?
Yeah, it's always Jar Jar. Jar Jar fathered so many Skywalkers. See that entire clone army that they built? That was Jar Jar.
Yeah. Someone tagged me in it.
Yeah. And I think that's enough gaming for me. I don't think I'm going to have a look at Night Squad this week.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm definitely gonna. I have, like I say, I haven't touched WWE. I haven't touched NBA. I haven't touched Blops. I haven't. You can see where this is going, right?
Yeah.
I've got a ton of games, but I think I'm going to actually try and sit down and do Tomb Raider. Because I feel like you said, and did you get it in the end?
Yeah, I've got it. My wife's done it.
She's done it?
Yeah.
Why did I get her on the pod?
Probably should. She would just sit and babble on.
Damn it! No, yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to try and speed through that. Then I'm going to try and go to WWE and do the showcase mode.
Okay.
And then I'm going back to the Wasteland.
Sounds like a good plan.
But let's plug.
Okay.
Joe, what? I'll go first and you can see us at. So,
yeah.
At MC Fixer on Twitter, youtube.com/MC Fixer. Yeah, that'll do. I need to just say thank you to everybody who has been supporting. We did chart again, which was lovely, which I didn't surprise. It surprised me again. So I can't really say much. The support's been crazy. I appreciate every single one of you listening. If you haven't already, review the podcast. If you want the video version, you go to youtube.com/MC Fixer. iTunes, SoundCloud, my Xbox and me. Ross, see us out.
Well, if you want to follow any of the work that I do separately, you can catch me on Out of Lice podcast, Out of Nowhere, which is a wrestling podcast, and Out of Heroes, which is our superhero TV program podcast launched at the end of the month. Nice. Or visit our website at outoflice.net. Gamer tags, Corey, we forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I'm Joe. I'm really tired. My game tag is XOB space Fixer,
and my gamer tag is XOB space Ross.
You liar! We all know it's numbers.
Okay, it's Ross M 1984 with a capital R. I'm going to change it.
After all, we should.
Well, I think maybe we should get some people to send me £6 so that I can pay for it. No, I think we should get some people to maybe tweet Corey or tweet myself or
post some cool YouTube names.
Yeah, I want a name for my gamer
I think
tag.
Both of us. I think we should both have something. That we could have something that play on words. We should, definitely tweet us. Give us some suggestions of cool Xbox names which you could change them to.
Yeah. Someone actually already suggested to me in my place of work that I should be calling it Out of Names to Call Podcasts.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's a bit long for an Xbox name.
Yeah.
But, guys, as Corey said, thank you for all the support. I've been Ross Miller, and he is
MC Fixer.
Catch you next week.
See ya. Perfect.